We want to begin this hour with that police manhunt.
Right now, police are searching 2 different areas in Detroit for the man they believe is armed and dangerous. We have team coverage for you this morning.
Nia Harden is standing by at one scene on the city's west side, but we begin with 7 Action News reporter Matthew Smith, who is live on Detroit's east side. Matt, what's happening there?
Well, Alicia, we just learned some new details as to why police started zeroing in on this location and why they believe this spot is so dangerous, why they're warning people to stay inside homes, and why they're trying to keep people away from this area. We're on Detroit's east side on Gratiot near Bradford, big street area around this area, the Outer Drive. So I'm going to step aside and basically explain to you. You see all the police activity over here as we push in. A lot of tactical units out here, long guns, police running around trying to make sure they have the upper hand where they believe the suspected gunman is. He has already opened fire once on police. That happened overnight. And this is what we just learned. We just learned that he tried to carjack somebody who ended up being an undercover police officer. Then they exchanged gunfire. They're shooting back and forth. Now, we can tell you that the police officer was not hit. He's okay. We don't know about the suspect right now, whether or not he was hit. We do know that he then took off on foot into this area. So as we pull back a little bit in this video, you're going to see this yellow building with the red lights flashing. This is actually part of the area where we were told that this was the line of fire potentially where we could get hit. That's why police actually moved us back from the area. So we want to show you guys some video here. This is what it looks like up close. All those police with the guns drawn, kind of trying to converge on this area and make sure that they can keep everybody safe and back people off away from this as they potentially could engage again with this gunman. But this all the way starts back at 9 o'clock last night in Canton. That's where a woman was shot outside of Salvation Army. She was the first person who was hurt by this person. He then carjacked her, took the car, went on a run, led police on a car chase. That led us to Northville. Take a look at this video. He crashed his car, then ran off and carjacked a second woman who, oh, by the way, he kidnapped her, took off and left behind a whole lot of damage because there was gas main concerns about where he crashed into. More on that a little bit later. But he eventually ends up in Highland Park after that second carjacking, leaves that woman off, and then it eventually leads back out here where we are live right now. This is Detroit's east side. Once again, police warning you to stay away from this area. They don't know what could happen next. Obviously, you have an armed and dangerous man, but also there's a lot of frustration, and now it's 9+ hours since this initially happened. So this is actually spanning a large area right now. We're talking about an hour distance or so from where it originally started. And just to give you guys some perspective on how far out this has been, we have Nia Harden live about 15 minutes away from me on the west side. Nia, what's going on over there?
Well, Matt Smith, as you said, it's been very busy. Over here, police have just cleared the scene. This is where they had actually found a car that was involved in that carjacking here on 7 Mile at Woodward at the BP gas station. Now, I want you to take a look at the video from earlier this morning. You can see that there were several police cars surrounding this Chevy Cruze. We do know that inside was a female. We're not sure how she's related to all of this, but they did detain her, and Highland Park police are now questioning her about the suspect. In the meantime, we are still waiting to get more information about all of this. And of course, we'll continue to keep you updated at WXYZ.com. Nia Harden, 7 Action News.
Nia, thank you. Stay with 7.